Welcome to this week's live stream. If it's Wednesday at 3 o'clock Eastern time, you know it's the goRIA LiveStream. And this is our special travel, what is it? Trains, planes, and automobile pre-Thanksgiving edition with Diana Cabrices. Diana, welcome to the show again.
Thank you so very much, Chuck. Glad to
All
be
right.
here.
So where are the planes and trains taking you? I know you're not in your hometown right this, or your maybe original hometown, I suppose, but not your current one. Where are you at?
So I'm in Andrews, North Carolina. So we're on the west side of the state, closer to Asheville. Some people are familiar with Asheville. Mountains, very beautiful. I'm here for the week for Thanksgiving.
Fantastic. Well, I appreciate you taking some time on this sort of Thanksgiving Eve here, as they say. All right, so before we get into this, of course, this is the goRIA powered by Investment News. I do want to thank our sponsor, LPL Financial. Okay, so today we're going to talk to Diana about the poll results. If you guys remember a couple of live streams back, a couple of weeks ago, Diana was going to poll her social network, which is not insignificant, with a few topics. And, drum roll, please, we have a winner. Diana, please tell us about that.
We do. Our winner is Advisor Technology Education.
All
So this
right.
is exciting. We had four categories that we polled a couple of weeks ago. We asked advisors, breakaway, up and coming, getting into the space. What are you most interested in learning more about? And these are topics we know are in demand in general, but we really wanted help kind of steering in the right direction. Where should we focus and prioritize? So we polled over marketing strategies, which could be a million different things, speaking and communication strategies, advisor technology education, and advice engagement strategies. And coming in at 37% of the poll results were advisor technology education. But second to that check, we had marketing strategies. And so these go hand in hand, right? We know right now in today's day, technology is crucial. It's vital for advisors to give great advice and do it in a scalable way, but also do it in a way that clients appreciate, right? My advisor is progressive. My advisor is forward thinking, and my advisor has a lot of intellect here, but also the technology is really backing that. So that's our number one. We're going to spend a lot of time talking about that on the podcast.
All right, that sounds good. So what we're going to do, Diane and I are going to regroup after the Thanksgiving holiday, put together some thoughts on this, record the podcast, which will probably drop very early in the new year, probably second or third week in January, but we'll certainly let you know when that happens. I think you were going to say something else, Diana?
Yeah, just in general, things that start to come to mind when I'm thinking about technology with advisors. I think in this past year, we talked about it on the last Go live stream, Chuck. The advice engagement technology is really up and coming. Estate planning. I'm giving a webinar next week with the folks over at Encore, and that's an up and coming estate planning tool alongside some others that I've often talked about in the space. I think T3 latest survey in 2023 said that estate planning technology rose over 44% from the past year. So 44% of advisors adoption. That's a huge increase. I'm really excited about that. And then our second place with marketing, Chuck, we could talk about testimonial marketing. We can talk about seminars. We can talk about complete digital strategies. Is SEO still going to be important? Yes, it absolutely is. Are reviews really moving the needle for advisors? What about email marketing? So much to discuss. I'm really, really looking forward to it.
So many topics, so little time, but we're gonna deliver it all to you in the audience. And we're going to start off with the technology, but boy, estate planning is a big one too, because that really ties into next gen, right? So how do you
Yes.
engage with the KOCs, as I like to call them, the kids of clients? Well, estate planning
Yeah.
is a great way to get that KOC crowd, that next Gen 2 clients, whatever you want to call them, estate planning. So I foresee a number of podcasts for us to do in 2024, but we'll kick it off with one of my favorite ones, which is technology. Okay. And so, listen, I would be remiss, Diana, if I didn't say congratulations in person. I know I did so via social media for your recent award. And I took some notes here. It was the Women in Wealth Up and Comer. The only thing I question is up and comer, because I'm not sure if you're up and coming anymore. I mean, I think you're here and there some, but it's the Up and Comer Award from Carson Excel. Tell us a little bit about that, if you would.
Yeah, thank you so much. And, I laugh because the description for up and comer is really somebody in the first 10 years of their career. When I look back on the time I have spent in my career, I've spent about 7 years in this space. I've never won an award for the work that I've done with financial advisors. So for me, I was happy with it, but I laughed because I said, gosh, I'm up and coming. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I feel like I've been working for ages. But I think a lot of people at Excel represent the conference where we did the award ceremony last week in Orlando, Florida, put on by Carson Group. They're pretty large RIA. I realized looking around me, just there was so much support from the women in the space in the room. And there's Up and Comer, there's Career of Excellence Award, which Cheryl Nash from InvestCloud took home, and she's just
Mhm.
had a wonderful career. I think she said over 30 years in the space. So people started to tell me, hey, Diana, it's only the beginning. And that's hard to believe sometimes, because again, I feel like I've been working really hard for really long, but it's a good sign to take things slowly, right? This is a pace, this is a journey, this is a marathon, not a sprint. And there's a lot of work that still needs to be done. But I'm honored to have taken home the award. I was in really great company, so many fantastic women, and I think the conference Excel Represent is doing a great job of really highlighting people. For example, they had an award, I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it was essentially spotlighting folks in the back office of RIAs, which
Yeah.
usually they're not on the front lines winning
Mhm.
awards. And someone took home an award for her incredible work really with the operations of the company. That was exciting. So thank you, Chuck. I'm
Oh,
super honored.
that's a great category because they are really the unsung heroes. And I'm going to give a little plug for our uh, Deputy Compliance Officer, Nicola Graham. And I tell you what, I would love to put her name in the hat for that because it would be impossible to imagine Sovereign without her. So that's a great award category for sure.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, you
Yeah,
can always
I
check
agree.
this out. Yep, on www.goria.com. We do have some new content this week. We did a lot actually this week on the fiduciary rule that's going on and being talked about again down in Washington, D.C., which is going to have huge implications for the broker dealers and RIAs alike. So check that out. It's up live right now on goria.com. And next week, we're actually doing a webcast all about TAM. So a lot of stuff to check out. You can get all that information right on the Investment News website and also goRIA.com, which is kind of a subsite of Investment News, laser focus on everything that you want to know as you're planning your route to the RIA space. So having said that, that wraps up for this week. Diana, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to you, Chuck. See everybody soon. Can't wait.
All right. And thanks again for joining us. We'll see you next Wednesday at 3 o'clock Eastern time with a really special guest. Spoiler alert, it's going to be Aaron Klein. Ooh.
Ooh, can't
He's got
miss
a little news to share too. All right.
that.
Happy
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, everyone. Take care. Safe travels.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.